40 and 14, they still have the best record in the Western Conference, second best overall in the league. Lakers in the dark uniforms control. And they're going to put Julius Erving on Magic Johnson. Coming off the screen is Byron Scott, trying to get him going early. Misses. Philadelphia not running as much as they'd likely.
I think they're really going to try and put the fast break on the Lakers. They feel perhaps with the two big forwards that the Lakers have, they may be able to get that fast break going.
Here's Spriggs, guarded by Bobby Jones. Kareem, double team. 2-0. One thing the Lakers are going to do is that they are going to go through their entire offense, not just take the first shot, but pass it more than they've been doing lately.
Riley feels that perhaps they're not taking enough of the offense into consideration.
Barkley has a shot blocked by Kareem. Philadelphia control. Dr. J.
Outside shooting from the guard, Dr. J. That's going to make him very effective.
Celebrated his 36th birthday yesterday. And we'll have a foul against Philadelphia. There is the man, Charles Barkley, who is about as most animated a player as we've seen in the league in some time.
And as we said before, a very important part of this ball club, but they went right at Charles Barkley that time. Rambis, not one of the big low post players, gave it to him.
Moses Malone against Kareem, and goes up to the left-handed hook. New clock for L.A. Magic puts it up.
That's part of those 20 shots. He hasn't been doing that, taking that outside shot when the man is off him.
Magic Johnson covering from that injured knee. Julius Erving, by the way, was out 2 games with a bruised knee, and he's back again. Goes baseline against Magic. 7 on the shot clock. And Malone can't handle it over his head, and so on the turnover, the Lakers, who are leading 4-2, and nearly 2 minutes gone by in the opening period.
The Lakers are going to try and distribute their offense a little bit more today, I think, to take the load off Kareem. Scott has to get into it, and perhaps they'll really work on Charles Barkley, get the ball to Rambis a lot more.
Cheeks is looking at a possible double on Kareem. Gets his own rebound. No basket if it goes in, and we have a loose ball foul called against the Lakers. And it's going to be on Kurt Rambis. Pat Riley's Lakers in the midst of a 5-game road trip. They lost to New Jersey. They were routed by the Nets on Friday night, and they still have Atlanta and Dallas after this one on the road. Malone to Jones. Good pass by Moses. Good movement by Bobby.
They feel if they double Moses Malone that he won't be able to find the open man. They miscalculated.
Spriggs trying to post up Bobby Jones, and Rambis throws the ball away.
Here's the double team develop. Watch as Spriggs just goes over and leaves Bobby Jones all alone, and Rambis not over there quick enough.
Julius Erving missing outside. Jones is there and is fouled. There's a story with Bobby Jones, who's 34 years old, and you talked about Julius to the backcourt helping this club, but that meant Bobby Jones had a chance to start, and so what dimension has he given them?
He's given them an awful lot of defense at that quick forward spot so that most of the teams can't get off and running at that position.
Moses. And a foul.
We've been talking about torture tests, Dick. When they get into Moses Malone, Kareem is going to have to play him an awful lot. They're going to see the ball an awful lot. That's one half of that fatigue factor they're trying to develop on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. This guy can work you over.
Kareem with his first foul. 21 rebounds for Moses Malone. Barkley also had 21 on Friday night. We haven't seen that in a long time. Malone missed them both. Bobby Jones, offensive foul. Tommy, you talk about torture test on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
He is the dilemma. How do you play him? One up, hoping to tire him out so he misses down the stretch, or do you double team him and allow others to score?
Sometimes you don't see the results to the waning moments of the game. Not that time, however, and Kareem goes in.
It's amazing. A a 38-year-old man, when you put him to the real test of his stamina, that's a tough task for a guy. His reflexes can go.
Scott is on Moses for the moment. Now they have 3 men on. Bobby Jones, quick pass to Barkley. Steals the show, does Charles Barkley. His first basket of the ball game.
Well, when you triple team Moses, that leaves 2 guys open, and one of them better not be Barkley.
Kareem comes right back with the hook. 6 points for Abdul-Jabbar. He has 6 of the 8 for the Lakers.
They're going to Kareem early, Dick.
Shooting's been good on both sides. Well, he's got to be their big offensive man without Worthy. Usually they go to both in the low post, but today it's just Kareem. Here's Moses in the low post and draws the foul. Talk about what it takes in the strength inside. Moses Malone has gone to the line not much more than the second man Dantley in the NBA.
I'd say Moses plays for contact. He waits for you to hit him. He really can't, I think, shoot the ball unless he feels a body on him. And a lot of times when he's off balance, he knows he's going to take a poor shot, and he throws his arm against the defender's arm.
That's the first personal foul on Larry Spriggs. We're tied at 8, under 8 minutes to go. We have had 4 ties so far in this game. Philadelphia has not had the lead. Scott has a screen from Abdul-Jabbar and hits the shot.
Well, that's calling his number a little bit more than they have while he's been on that bench, Byron Scott.
He's guarding Maurice Cheeks, who's figuring more in the offense. Outstanding defensive performer, Irving. Knew it was off the mark. Kareem gets the loose ball, and the Lakers now pushing it up with Spriggs. Rambis filling the lane up the middle. He does that so well.
You wouldn't expect that the Lakers would have a man like Spriggs in the middle and still get a fast break basket.
He is quick, and he has some decent size inside to help him on the board. Malone fighting with Abdul-Jabbar. And the Lakers with a 4-point lead come out of the pack.
Moses was anticipating getting hit.
Magic Johnson has it blocked. Good defensive play. And there's Doctor all the way in. At the other end, Magic Johnson in a flash. Barkley made the block on one end. The Doctor on a smash, and then it was Magic Johnson coming right back at you.
The Lakers score off of made baskets better than
Cheeks
anybody.
goes in and gets the basket. Maurice Cheeks, and we are seeing penetration on both sides as Cheeks makes the steal. Philadelphia has a 4-on-2. There's Moses. Finally gets the foul. They like the action here at the Spectrum. The Lakers by 2. And a timeout, LA. Atlanta playing superb ball, beat New Jersey. Dominique Wilkins had a big game. Washington over Cleveland, and All-Star Jeff Malone, 33 points. Detroit over Portland. That's 7 in a row for the Pistons, 11 in a row at the Silverdome. Chicago wins a triple overtime thriller over Seattle. Milwaukee continues 8 in a row and 4 straight on the road. You'll see highlights at the half. Adrian Dantley, 36 as Utah beats Phoenix. And Denver beat Dallas 113-106, and Denver with their 8th in a row. And Dick Motta of Dallas in the middle of a hot division race. T.R. Dunn scores here for the Nuggets to give them their late lead over the Mavericks, and Bill Hanzlik continued his fine play off the bench. He scored 21 for Denver as the Nuggets moved to within 2.5 games of first place Houston in that Midwest division.
Here comes Dr. J, and one of the reasons why they can have a devastating fast break is because he is what is called a finisher. And with him at the guard spot and Bobby Jones at the other forward spot, they got 2 guys, big, tall, who can leap and crunch it through the basket. So they might be able to get that fast break going a little bit better than the Lakers can today.
The Sixers have 6 offensive rebounds to 1 for the Lakers, and Pat Riley told us yesterday that we've got to do the job on the defensive boards. He has the lead, but so far they haven't done the job there.
Well, if there's one thing that Kareem does not do is battle hard on the boards, as opposed to this guy right now, Moses Malone, whose main job is to bang on the boards.
And here's what we've been talking about. Malone hits the free throw.
The real battle on the offensive board, I think, is going to be between Barkley and Kurt Rambis or Lucas, what he could say.
I think Lucas could play a key role in this game. Inside to Kareem. Irving is double teaming him. Spriggs. Knocked out of bounds, Philadelphia ball. The Sixers have won 6 out of 8 games, and don't forget they began the year 12-12 when Julius Irving was moved from forward to guard, and the Sixers started to play. Malone. But Barkley is there. Winds up on the floor, and the Lakers wind up with the ball. Rambis. Sixers had a chance to take the lead for the first time in the game. And Julius fouls Magic from behind.
There's Barkley looking for the boards, and look at Rambis, leaves them, and that lets Barkley go steaming in there all by himself with not a body on him. Got caught a little bit too far underneath, but you got to lay a body on him to stop the rebound.
Steal by Maurice Cheeks. One of the best in the league. He has been at a high level, but Matty Guokas says he's even higher right now the way he's playing.
He is taking it to the basket more than I've seen him in years.
Nearly 5 minutes to go in the first period. Magic Johnson hits again from outside. Did not play against the Sixers in their first meeting, and LA won anyway by 34. Different picture this time around. They go to Julius, double team with both Laker guards. Malone on the other side, in a crowd, and they're going to call the foul. It'll be an LA foul.
Now, Pat Riley was tempted to start Michael Cooper, but here's some more rebounding. Look at Kareem trying to keep Moses out. That is a battle, and for a 38-year-old man, he's going to get tired trying to continue to do that all day.
Sedale 3, the third guard, comes back in the ball game. He's been hitting 50% in his last 3 games and good defensive play. So that means Julius Irving moves to forward, and Cheeks and Threet will be the backcourt for Philadelphia. 1 free throw, and it's 17-16, but it gives Philadelphia their first lead of the ball game. Magic gets away. Good pass from Spriggs.
And a heck of a target because he had that much height advantage over Cheeks cutting to the hoop.
Cheeks' basket gave Philadelphia the lead. Right now, LA has regained it 18-17. Byron Scott is all over Sedale. Here's Barkley. Double team. Try to get it to Malone, and it's out of bounds, LA ball.
You got to lay it on the floor for Moses Malone so he can see it and get his hands up.
4:10 remaining, first period. Rambis setting a pick. Cheeks fights through it. Here's Spriggs. Malone, another rebound. 5 for Moses. Barkley testing his outside range. Averaging 19-1, second on the team, and 11.5 rebounds. Hardy numbers for him. Cheeks on Spriggs now. Rambis. Another rebound for Malone. Barkley down the middle. Julius tips it in. Julius Irving. From behind, the doctor fouled. He tried to go for the ball. Commits the foul.
But do those Lakers, as soon as the ball goes through the net, inbound it quickly and steam up the court. They keep pressure on you every moment you're on the court.
Maurice Lucas, who could play a key role in this game. He can bang the boards. Has just come in for the Lakers to defeat on their home court against Georgetown. NCAA basketball, and later today on CBS Sports Sunday, the World Sprint Speed Skating Championships, and of course the main event, Marvis Frazier and James Bone Crusher Smith, 4:30 Eastern today on CBS.
In order to have continued offensive pressure on a team, there's some elementary things like never try to let the ball hit the ground after it goes through the net. Watch Kurt Rambis, who we circled after the shot is made, grab that ball quickly, take it out of bounds, and try to advance it as far up the court as possible. And that is offensive pressure basketball at its best. Even though Magic lost the ball, that pressure on the defense is very important.
Of course, he was fouled on that play, but that's exactly one of the things Kurt Rambis does in a subtle way to help his team.
I don't think many people would understand how important it is to mentally be alert to get that ball inbounded quickly.
2 fouls on Julius Erving, and of course Lucas is in the ball game. Didn't play much against Boston last week. Raised a lot of eyebrows. A coach's decision, said Pat Riley, due to matchups. Kareem on the sky hook now has 8 points in the ball game, but the matchups could favor Lucas a lot more here.
And they're playing him pretty much one-on-one with Moses guarding Kareem.
Looks like everything but Philadelphia will start with Moses inside. Going in against Kareem, blocks the shot. Michael Cooper in the ball game as well, gets the rebound and the pass back. Magic Johnson, they're going to give him the shot. He'll gladly take it. And Magic now with 10 points.
Lucas hustling up the floor that time made the defender back off Magic and open up that outside shot.
Cooper is guarding Maurice Cheeks, will make life tougher for Mo. Double on Barkley. Philadelphia by 1, 2:15 to go in the first period. Barkley is guarding Lucas. Barkley the rebound. He went right into the boards when Lucas took the shot. Scott now on Cheeks. Malone goes in. Batted away. It's still Philadelphia ball with just under 2 minutes to go.
Was that smart defense that time by Kareem? He waited till Moses was off balance and ready to release the ball before he showed him a hand.
Moses has missed all of his 5 shots, but he's got 5 points, all from the free throw line. Barkley against Lucas. Malone on the shot off the mark. They're going to jump it. Held ball, and so Malone is tied up, and he'll jump it. And Mike McGee comes into the ball game. He had been starting in the backcourt until Byron Scott regained his spot, and he's a kind of a fire in his eyes kind of player.
Pat Riley likes those wild-eyed guys. He likes them to get in the ball game and pick up the intensity.
He started the last 12 games. The Lakers win the tap. Pat Riley going to his bench. A little more than Matty Gukas so far in this first period. 10 on the clock. Magic. Biggest thing with Magic Johnson is his knee comes around is his stamina toward the end of the game. Tends to get tired. He's working the condition in there.
Fourth quarter conditioning, very important for Magic.
Sedale 3. When he's hot, he can sizzle, and he gives the Sixers the lead again by a point. Magic comes right back. Here comes Barkley, 4 on 2. Philadelphia. And Lucas ties up Barkley, and he'll jump it.
That was a great rebound to start that fast break by Moses Malone. I mean, he hung right in there and smacked it away. Look at underneath Moses, 2-3 holes, and really never gives up on the ball. That's the sign of a good offensive rebounder. Here comes Dr. J. He gets angled off nicely by Cooper.
Barkley went up like a rocket and won the tap over Lucas with under a minute to go. Plenty of time on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Sixers lead by 1. Their biggest lead was 3 in this period. Creed gets it low to Malone. Good basket and a foul. And the first basket of the game for Moses, who has 7 points to lead the team.
I'll tell you, Kareem is going to be a little tired after this one. Moses is seeing an awful lot of action today with the ball and on the boards. Looking him back, Kareem in, takes the blow on the arm. And Kareem really was huffing and puffing that time.
The foul was on Magic Johnson, his second, and Mitch Kupchak is into the ball game right now, replacing Abdul-Jabbar, who goes out with 8 points. So the backup center, Kupchak, is in the game. Steal, bad pass by Magic, cheats to the other side. And it's 30-24. Malone has gone to the line 9 times, and the Lakers have not gone to the stripe yet, with 21 seconds to go. Cheeks trying to deny Magic the pass. Lucas has a screen from Kupchak. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Here comes Philadelphia with 7. 3. It's a run of 11-2 for the Philadelphia 76ers. As And the first period comes to a close. So a late burst by the Sixers gives them the lead 32-24. Already it's different when they played in January. Magic Johnson will be the first to admit that the Lakers are not playing good basketball, and earlier I asked him to elaborate on that.
We know as a team that problems like this pass over, and only us as 12 guys can make it pass over. And if we push the panic button like fans and other people, then we're going to be in big trouble. But we're just going to take it slow and just get it together and not panic and do the things we have to do. Start on the defense, and then the rebounding, and then we run from there. So we know what we have to do. Now it's just stop talking about it and go out on the floor and doing it.
Well, Magic already has 12 points, but Tommy, that 11-2 run has given the lead for Philadelphia, and what's been behind it?
I think the rebounding certainly of the Sixers behind that, particularly Moses and Barkley, and the lack of speed at the forward spot of the Lakers getting back, cutting off that extra man on the fast break, the third man up on the fast break for the Sixers. So usually the Lakers have the speed advantage. They don't today.
Bob McAdoo, the former Laker, is into the ball game, and he's got his confidence the last 2 games, scoring over 16 a game. Maurice Cheeks hits from outside. He has 8 points. So does Malone to lead Philadelphia. Magic Johnson has 12. So the Sixers signed Bob McAdoo for offensive firepower off the bench, and he's in there now. Foul against Philadelphia. Sedale 3.
Personal foul, Sedale 3. His first.
They're going to run this guy down, Jake. Oh, no. What has he got? A ribbon there? He wore a white ribbon, but the jump shot didn't seem to bother Maurice Cheeks one little bit, did it?
Cooper at the top, working against Barkley, goes right by him for the layup. Cooper missed 2 inside. And here comes Philadelphia, leading by 10. Maurice Cheeks. Lucas lost the ball.
What
inside.
A great rebound by Barkley.
McAdoo. Tipped up and in by Clement Johnson, who suffered a concussion in Friday's game against the Washington Bullets and was doubtful for this game. But here he is, and he's already made a contribution. Cooper for 3 points. He is third in the league, and he brings the Lakers back with 3 right there.
That's a tough matchup for Barkley to guard Cooper. He's afraid of his speed, so he's going to back off him, and Cooper can hit those 3-pointers.
Barkley against Lucas. McAdoo for Magic Johnson. He got his championship ring, and in his first appearance in the loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles in January. Just getting his legs back now. They're looking for him in April, I think. Kupchak draws the foul.
Watch this great effort by Charles Barkley. Nobody lays a body on him until Lucas tries to walk him off the court. But that aggressive attitude of Barkley and those quick legs, he gets the rebound. I mean, that's what makes this guy a great player.
Clement Johnson's first personal.
Never quits on the ball.
Clement Johnson on the foul, and Mitch Kupchak will go to the line. Kupchak, by the way, has a contusion of the larynx and has been under orders from doctors not to speak. So he's been a silent man for the Lakers. Not on the boards, however, as he misses the free throw.
You got to admire a guy like this. Fought back for 2 years to rehabilitate his knee to come back and play for these Lakers. He could have sat on the sidelines, picked up his check. Nobody would have been, mad at him or anything else.
10-point lead for Philadelphia, 38-28. Nearly 2 minutes gone by in the second period. Mike McGee is guarding Cheeks, and he's a good defender there. Cooper is on Sedale 3. A.C. Green, the rookie from Oregon State, against the veteran McAdoo. Rebound Lucas. We haven't seen the Laker fast break much today, and of course that's a problem, particularly without Worthy, as L.A. turns it over.
A.C. Green lost somebody in transition that time. He was wide open.
So interesting about the theory of the bench. People say the Lakers have such a great bench, and then when you lose some starters, all of a sudden people have to play, as you say, different roles.
A guy like Lucas goes for 10 minutes, 18 minutes from the bench. Well, if he has to play 30, plays a different type of basketball game. It's tougher.
Clement Johnson on the tap-in with his second basket. Cooper, followed by Threet. Kupchak. Foul.
Watch this play here. Threet and takes it. Watch
Personal foul, Maurice Cheeks, his first.
Clem Johnson right inside. Beautiful tip by Clem Johnson.
Compared to the others, that's what Moses Malone has done so far. 7 rebounds, and Charles Barkley, who's on the court, has that many rebounds, so that's already 12 of the 23 rebounds for the Sixers.
I'll tell you, those two guys with the wide bodies, you don't have to be big to rebound. You got to be smart, aggressive. Both of those guys are. Barkley and Moses, they are relentless. They never give up until the other team has possession of the ball.
23 rebounds for Philadelphia, 7 for the Lakers, and 15 of those boards for the Sixers are off the offensive glass. They're playing just the way Matty Gukas would want them to play, as Kupchak goes for a second free throw. 9:19 to go in the first half, 40-29, and the Sixer lead remains 11.
You know, and Clem Johnson hasn't done a bad job since he's been in there on the boards either.
A lot of people didn't think he'd play. He has 4 points and has been fighting his way in there. Rebound is by Lucas. So Moses Malone is on the bench right now, getting a rest. So is Kareem for the Lakers.
They're having trouble finding offense with this unit right now.
AC Green. Rebound 3. Here comes Philadelphia in the running game. McAdoo fills the lane. But Threet. Sedale Threet. That's the man the Lakers sorely missed today.
He's half of their fast break and half of their set offense. That's losing an awful lot in one guy.
It is a groin injury suffered against Indianapolis last Wednesday, the Indiana Pacers. Here's an illegal defense call against the 76ers. Second time will be a technical, and number 33 checks back in for the Lakers.
Well, he got a pretty good long rest on the bench, and I think it's very important for the Lakers now. Pat Riley noticing that their offense is not functioning. Yet Mr. Set offense in there.
Threet is guarding McGee, so Clement Johnson has the burden of handling Abdul-Jabbar and sees what Kareem has done to so many centers in his fantastic career. Basket and a foul.
You know, he comes off the bench, it goes right to Kareem, and when he's fresh, his timing is just nearly perfect, and there's the foul, and he still scored.
Matty Gukas is not taking any chances. He is going to bring Moses Malone back in the ball game. He sees an 11-point lead right now, cut to 10, and at the next break, he's going to bring Malone in. He doesn't want to see the Lakers get too close at this point.
Wants the boards, too.
Don't forget, Clement Johnson did suffer that concussion Friday, and he's got to play a limited time, I'm sure, today. McAdoo over AC Green. Wild shot. Green the rebound. 8 minutes to go in the first half. Lakers trying to cut the Sixer lead to 8 points. Lucas. Travel. And here comes Moses back in the ballgame.
Well, that's a pretty good move by Pat Riley. Get it to Lucas, being guarded by Barkley, knowing that Barkley has trouble sometimes against low post players.
Stolen by Cooper. Great play by Cooper as Cheeks try to get it to Threet.
Pure carelessness that time by the Sixers.
Lucas, turnaround. Green, the offensive rebound. And the rookie from Oregon State, AC Green, cuts the lead to 8 points now. 42-34, Philadelphia. Off the screen, Sedale Threet. He's hot from outside. Threet has 8 points now. 4 for 4 from the field.
What a move he put on Michael Cooper to shake himself loose behind that pick.
Terrific quickness for the third-year guard from West Virginia Tech. Moses and Kareem again. Cooper goes for 3. It's his second in a row from that range. Those 3 can help you. Basket hanging the other side was Cheeks. No foul, but Malone gets the basket and the foul on the follow. Good hustle by Malone down court when it appeared Cheeks was going to have the easy layup, Tommy.
Well, Michael Cooper really comes from out of nowhere. Look at him hustling up I think there could have been a foul here. Should have been, but Moses way ahead of Kareem for the stuff and the foul.
That's the hustle that pays off in points like those, and we'll be back. Spectrum where the Sixers have had the lead right now, and Tommy, I guess that Matty Gukas' Philadelphia team playing as well as they could play at this point.
Well, they've controlled the boards, and when you do that, particularly on the defensive board, they're utilizing their much better speed today against the Lakers, get those fast break baskets.
What do the Lakers need to do now to get back into this game? And we know Kareem is in there, and he's got to play a big role.
I think they're going to go to their low post game, both Kareem and Lucas. Lucas really has a matchup advantage over Barkley, who at times gets frustrated, although Barkley now is on the bench, so probably McAdoo will end up guarding Lucas. And I think McAdoo might be able to do a fair job on Lucas.
The rebounding story, and it's controlled by Philadelphia. Talked about Julius Erving with his 36th birthday yesterday. Lucas celebrated his 34th birthday this past Tuesday. And here's a man, as we say, lives on the free throw line, Moses Malone, who has 10 points to lead the Sixers.
Been a whole bunch of players down through the years that could not shoot the ball without getting contact, and Moses is just one of them. That's how he gets to the line.
So McAdoo and Erving are the forwards right now. Julius Erving starts at guard, but ends up really playing more time up front than he does in the backcourt. 7 on the shot clock, 2-man game, Scott and Kareem. Lucas crashing the boards, but it's McAdoo who comes out of the pack. He likes to run. Of course, they're just getting in sync with McAdoo right now, and you got a glimpse of that there. Plenty of time on the shot clock for the Sixers. Cheeks with AC Green in his face. 6 now, 3. And AC Green goes high for the rebound with nearly 6 minutes to go, halfway through the second period.
Without Magic in there, that push man, they have trouble finding Michael Cooper.
AC Green gets inside. Good pass from Lucas.
Magic is such a big target for outlet passes off rebounds. Cooper smaller. They have trouble finding him. He's the guy that's supposed to get it up quickly.
Lead is 7 for Philadelphia. They had a 13-point advantage. Malone barely saves it. 6 on the 24-second shot clock. Back to Moses. Cooper takes it out of his hands. Runs into a brick wall in Erving. And the Lakers regain their equilibrium, and there's Kareem. 12-4, the Lakers have outscored the Sixers to come within 5 now. And Matty Gukas will want to talk it over in a 20-second timeout. Well, coming up in the next 2 weeks, we have plenty of action for you on CBS. You won't find a team as hot as the Detroit Pistons, except maybe the Milwaukee Bucks in their own division. Anyway, Isaiah Thomas and the Pistons will visit Boston Garden and Larry Bird next Sunday, 2 o'clock Eastern time. And then on March 9th, a rare chance to see a team with a lot of good young players who haven't put it together yet. Someday they will against these Sixers.
Well, I think Detroit, when they made the move with Joe Dumars to go along with Isaiah Thomas in the backcourt, came up with something new in the NBA, 2 point guards at the same time. And I think also that Indiana game, I'm looking forward to seeing Wayman Tisdale, who was an outstanding collegiate player. And first time many of our fans will be able to see him nationally in the pros.
Vern Fleming, Wayman Tisdale, Herb Williams, they'll all be there with Indiana. Shooting story this period. Cheeks fouled inside. The black band worn by the Sixers, of course, is in memory of Dave Zinkoff, their public address announcer who passed away this season. Zinkoff was an institution in Philadelphia, going back to the days of the Philadelphia Warriors, and he is honored with a banner here.
I'll tell you, he was the most distinctive PA man in the entire league. We used to enjoy, even when you were a visiting ball club, having your name announced by Dave Zinkoff.
AC Green on the foul. And Maurice Cheeks. He has scored nearly 27 points a game in his last 4 outings, which shows you he's giving the Sixers not only his fine defense, but offensive potency as well.
He's starting to talk more off the court, which is unusual for him.
12 on the shot clock, and Julius Erving makes the steal. Looked like Cooper had stepped on the line. So Philadelphia, with good hustle defensively by the doctor, he made it happen.
Lucky break for the Lakers that time. Dr. J was steaming in for a stuff.
Pass to Cheeks, knocked away. It's still Sixers ball with 4:41 remaining in the first half.
McAdoo has not really been a factor in this ball game. I don't think he's got his legs together yet.
Kick ball and a new 24-second clock. As McAdoo has been with 7 different teams in the NBA, and one of the few who have really played with Boston, LA, and Philadelphia, the powers of recent years.
Well, he's only been around for a couple of weeks now, and I don't think he's got his true conditioning, game conditioning. Plus, the Lakers really know how to play him.
Pass inside, right at Kareem. Here comes Byron Scott back. Magic Johnson. He's fouled.
As McAdoo on the double trying to find the open man, but Kareem right in the right spot, anticipating.
Bobby Jones and Charles Barkley both come back in the ball game for the Sixers as Threed and McAdoo go out, and so now most of the cast of characters who started this game are on the floor right now with 4:23 to go, and the Sixers leading by 7 points.
And the Sixers now have a bigger ball club, better rebounding club than they had in there just a few seconds ago, with some pretty remarkable speed to boot.
The Lakers have Scott now.
Yep, but Cooper's going to be playing a forward spot, or Magic is going to play Bobby Jones.
Cooper, that great defensive player, called for the foul on Julius Erving. Julius Erving, with the All-Star break, said, "I'll be back for another year." And so the doctor was not a shooting foul. Cooper committed it. They're going to say the Lakers held Barkley in the lane.
Laker personal foul, Kurt Rambis, his second.
Rambis with his second personal foul.
They held that man there. Come on.
Barkley working on Rambis, double team with Scott traveling, and you can credit Byron Scott with a quick move over to Barkley, caused him to turn the ball over. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Lakers were down by 13, down by 6 right now. They've staged a comeback here in the second period. Magic finds Scott. He finds the basket.
That was improvisational basketball that time.
And great movement by Byron Scott without the ball. These Lakers know that if you move, Magic will find you sooner or later.
Get a half a step on your man, put your hand up, and he's going to put the ball right there.
Double on Malone. Cheeks. Cooper in his face, and Rambis gets the rebound, and a chance for the Lakers to narrow the lead to a basket.
Boy, Rambis did a beautiful block-out job that time on Barkley.
Magic. Off the mark, Rambis keeps it alive to Scott, who got hit in the face. And a foul will be called against Maurice Cheeks. Sixers are over the limit, and so Scott will have a chance to cut it to 2.
There they go, hustling for the sideline, and there's Cheeks whacks Byron Scott right in the nose. That's a smush.
Spell that.
Don't ask me to spell stuff like that.
Byron Scott was benched, actually, because Pat Riley wanted Scott's firepower as outside perimeter shooting from the bench. He delivered it in the first 4 games and then went into a horrible shooting slump, 34%, lost his confidence, and now just coming back, and I think starting today is going to help him tremendously.
I don't think it was confidence. I think that he was floating along on a certain plateau, thought he had the pro game made in the shade, and found out the defenses were taking him more seriously, and he had to add some extra things, which he didn't do. I think he's trying to do that now.
10 on the clock. Malone. Moses Malone with 12 points leads the Sixers. Maurice Cheeks has 10. Magic Johnson and Kareem each have 13 for the Lakers. Philadelphia by 4 with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the half. Now it's a 2-point game as Rambis gets the basket.
Well, they're trying to work that matchup on Barkley. Sometimes he gets, with that wide body, caught behind, or he makes foolish gambles. That time he made a foolish gamble.
Irving, and the Doctor with 8 points now. In the first meeting between the teams, Julius had 5 points against the Lakers, and that was a season's low. He already has 8. And now Pat Riley wants a timeout with 2:13 remaining in the first half. 52-48 are what the numbers say. Ryan.
Thank you, Dick. We've got some things planned you want to stick around for. As always, we'll catch you up to date on scores and highlights. Speaking of highlights, we've been following Larry Bird around, and he's had a sensational road trip for number 33. And number 6 turned 36 yesterday, and we'll have a special birthday greeting for the Doctor. All that more and much more coming up at the half. And now let's go back to Tommy Heinsohn, who's going to tell us some more about Charles Barkley. Tommy?
Well, Pat, what we see right here is a sneaker burner, and that's Charles Barkley. And look at the contact. You have to keep a body on him at all times to lose control of him. You saw Rambis look over his shoulder and not lose contact with him. But Barkley's saying, nobody really plays me that hard, Kurt Rambis. You better quit it.
Charles Barkley with only 6 points so far, but certainly is always around. He has 5 rebounds, most of them early in the ball game.
In order to stop Charles Barkley, what you have to do is not let him get a head of steam up going to the boards. You got to go out and get him instead of waiting for him to come to you.
Maurice Lucas is out of the ball game right now. Lucas did not score when he was in there and gave the Lakers some board strength inside. They have, as you saw, out-rebounded Philadelphia here in the second period. Scott gets it into Kareem. Can't stop that with under 2 minutes to go. The Lakers now trail by 2 points, 52-50, and 7 for 10 from the field is Abdul-Jabbar. Bobby Jones and Julius Irving in there, and Scott almost stole the ball, and it bounced off of Jake O'Donnell. It's still Philadelphia possession. 13 on the shot clock. 1:46 on the game clock.
They stopped going to Moses Malone, the Sixers, who was getting an awful lot of fouls inside.
Kareem has denied him the ball effectively as well. Julius Irving hits outside, and he is in double figures. And the Sixers, who led by 8 points at the period, now lead by 4 with a minute and a half remaining in the half. Magic looking inside to Kareem. Malone has him pushed away. Bobby Jones knocks it out of bounds. The Lakers still have it.
Some teams play him one up, some double him right away on the catch. Most of the teams double him when he puts the ball on the floor.
Scott. Lucas will check back in the games. Kareem with a long sky hook is short. Did not hit the rim, but Magic was there and drew the foul, and a chance to bring the Lakers again to within 2. And here is Maurice Lucas, who came to the Lakers this year, had played in Phoenix for the purpose of giving them a good board strength off the bench.
They're going down in size right now to make the prime low post player, Maurice Lucas, who will be playing center.
Julius Irving with 3 personal fouls leaves the ball game. Sedale Threet comes back in. They wanted offense from Magic Johnson without Worthy, and he's given them 15 points in this half.
Okay, he's been looking for his shots, and he's taken all good shots.
Winding down to a minute to go. What was once a 13-point lead has been cut to 2, and now the Lakers with a chance to force the 7th tie of this ball game. The Lakers have come back, and it was their bench that was a good part of this rally in the second period. Magic Johnson. Barkley over Rambis, gets the rebound. Tied up. No first down. Lucas and Barkley.
That is an awful no call because he got knocked down from behind by Rambis. That should have been a foul. Look at this play here. Great leaping ability of Barkley, and he's getting knocked down from behind by Rambis. That should have been a foul. And look at the man come on top of him. That was a fumble. Come on, he didn't have a helmet on.
Lakers have it. Whistle. It's going to be Philadelphia ball. There was interference, I believe, on the jump. Against Philadelphia, that is. And so the Lakers maintain possession with a new clock. 39 seconds in the first half remaining. Still with a chance to tie it up for L.A. Lakers have lost 6 of their last 11 on the road. And Byron Scott has given him new life and tied it up with 28 seconds to go. They were down by 13 in this half.
Really looking for Byron Scott coming off those picks.
First high since we were 16 and 16. 13 on the shot clock, so there's a 4-second differential. The Lakers will get their hands on the ball again, perhaps. Cheeks. Scott. Cooper all over 3. And a loose ball foul has been called against the Lakers with 3 seconds remaining in the half. Kurt Rambis. And that'll be his 3rd personal foul.
Well, you know you're going to get a few blackout calls called on you when you're guarding Barkley, because that's exactly what you have to do, is lay your body on him hard.
20-second timeout called by Pat Riley of the Lakers. And when we look at this rivalry, they go back in the 80s, and perhaps along with the Boston Celtics and the Lakers, they've been dominant. 3 times in the last 6 years have these teams played for the World Championship.
Philadelphia, the year they beat the Lakers, I thought had one of the finest basketball teams that I'd seen in years and years and years. Probably the most exceptional defense. Get out there and do the job on you. The Lakers come back with that fast break style of basketball, had it going all which ways, won a couple of titles, but this rivalry is not dead.
You're looking at the man that we saw, Charles Barkley, and they talked about a team in transition, but Barkley has given the Sixers, you know, a kind of a rejuvenation maybe they experiencing early than they thought they would.
Well, he's got young legs and he has a young mind. In other words, the routine of pro basketball hasn't gotten to him. It's pure fun, and he's really a fierce competitor. He goes in there, he wants to win, and he'll kill you to win.
Matty Gukas says it best. He says he has a sense of when to take over in a ball game. And I noticed the other night when the Sixers, in a losing cause to Milwaukee, the man they went to when they needed the key points down the stretch was Charles Barkley.
You know, that's the old story about finding a guy that's willing to take that last shot in the ball game. Barkley's one of those.
8 points and 8 rebounds for Barkley. Lakers have it with 3 seconds to go. Philadelphia had regained the lead. Last-ditch toss. Oh, and that would have counted, and that came awfully close to counting. But Pat Riley and the Lakers, who are down by 13, now see a 2-point differential. And here's how close Magic came.
And Magic gives it a little body English. He sees it's on the mark, but...
And that's the end of the first half, with the Sixers leading the Lakers 56-54. Coming up, Pat O'Brien at the half.
Live from Philadelphia, the NBA on CBS is sponsored by Renault Jeep, official vehicles of the NBA. Skin Bracer Aftershave takes care of men who take care of their skin. Skin Bracer by Menon. And by DuPont, better things for better living.
Missed that one, and I'm not going to miss that one either, because for today, anyway, Matt Gukas wants to send a very special happy birthday to his 94-year-old grandmother, May Burnham. How's that?
We don't do this often, but for Matty Gukas, 94 years young, we will do it, huh?
A couple of generations of basketball players in her family, too. Matt's father was a heck of a player.
Second half is underway here at the Spectrum in Philadelphia. Rambis denying the ball, overplaying.
Poor pass that time by Cheeks. He lobbed it up there, gave Rambis plenty of time to sneak around and pick it off.
So the Lakers with another opportunity to tie this game up. We had 7 ties in the first half, the last one at 54 all. Before the Sixers took the lead just prior to the end of the half. 3 on the shot clock. And Byron Scott, with Cheeks in his face, makes a fine baseline jumper.
They worked him into the offense with some set plays. That time it was secondary offense off the double team of Kareem. You can't leave Byron Scott alone or he'll kill you with that outside shot.
Bobby Jones, and is knocked away by Larry Spriggs. Spriggs starting this third period. Started the game, but did not figure in the scoring.
They had hoped with Spriggs to more than hold their own on the glass with the Sixers.
Here's Scott, another turnover, racing to the basket. Byron Scott 5 for 6 now from the field, and Matty Kukas immediately calls a 20-second timeout. So the Lakers have their first lead since 22-21 in the first period. And there's a story.
Yeah, turnovers that time, but they come out of the locker room, and immediately Kukas must have said in the locker room, let's get the ball back into Moses. And I think Riley said the same thing. They're going to get the ball to Moses. Let's play for it. And they've been surrounding him, and tough passes inside right now for the Sixers trying to get it. Good defense by the Lakers.
Keep in mind, the Lakers are playing without James Worthy, who is out for the second straight game with a contusion of the groin. He's going to be flying home to North Carolina later on. He's the second leading scorer on the Lakers at over 20 a game and 4th in the league in shooting. So you take that away from the Laker offense, you're taking away plenty.
A dynamite low post player, an alternate option or another option to Kareem to score inside. He got 35 last week against the Celtics, primarily inside.
8 on the shot clock. Looking for Moses. And a 3-second violation called against Philadelphia, and some smiles on the bench of the Lakers.
Yeah, they saw that Moses had set the campfire aglow. That's how long he was in there.
Talk about the Lakers shooting. Only 2 teams are above 50% for the year. Kareem setting a screen. The Doctor trying to fight through it. Abdul-Jabbar. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with 17 points is now the game's high scorer.
Hey, he is responding to the challenge of the way teams are trying to play him. Physically, tire him out. He's getting it done here.
The Lakers have scored 6 in a row. They have a 4-point lead after being down by 13 in the second period. Cheeks looking for Malone. Puts up the shot. There's Moses. Knocked out of bounds by Kareem.
Moses using that body to block Kareem off for the rebound.
Just under 10 minutes remaining in this third period. The keys behind the red-hot Detroit Pistons, who you'll see next week against the Celtics on CBS. Kelly Tripucka and Isaiah Thomas, both averaging over 25 a game. And the Pistons started their hot play in beating the Lakers on January 19th on CBS. Here's the way the Central Division. Milwaukee has won 8 in a row. Detroit 7 in a row. Atlanta's been good practically the second half of this year. Can anyone catch the Bucks right now?
Well, perhaps they may not be able to catch them, but they're going to make them sweat a little bit, particularly as they get closer to the playoffs. I think the Pistons are finally starting to peak, and Atlanta, a new ball club, they're going to challenge them too.
Detroit and Boston at Boston Garden next Sunday. Malone. Rambis got a piece of it from behind. The Lakers with a 4-point lead. They have taken over in this third period.
The Sixers did not spread their offense out quite enough so that Moses could work one-on-one against Kareem.
Inside goes Magic, and he gets the basket and will go to the line. So the Lakers, the world champions, have come out with a fury here in the second half.
Watch Rambis block this shot from behind on Moses as he has no fear of leaving Charles Barkley, and they're all so close, the white jerseys. It was an easy one-drop step to block that shot.
Sedale 3 comes in for Bobby Jones. So Julius Erving moves to forward from the backcourt. Magic Johnson.
Well, I think Kuka's saying, hey, we don't want you out challenging Magic outside like that so he can drive around you.
4 fouls on the Doctor, and he's playing up front. L.A. with 9 points in a row. The Sixers have not yet scored in this third period, and nearly 3 minutes gone by. Sedale 3 to Moses Malone. Missed the slam. And the Lakers trying to make it 11 in a row in this period. Leading by 7. And he does. Magic Johnson with 20 points in the ball game. And now Matty Kukas calls the real timeout. No more 20s as the Lakers with 11 straight points have opened up this lead early here in the third. It's from Magic Johnson today. And as you see, Johnson and Cheeks of Philadelphia both in this game are some of the hot shooting guards in the NBA, and Magic has responded with 8 out of 13 from the field and 20 points in the ball game. So he's done the job. Meanwhile, Maurice Cheeks has missed his last 8 shots after hitting 4 of the first 6 points. So as far as those two are concerned, Magic has the edge.
Cheeks not really kind of looking for his shot, I think. His particular shot, the outside shot, or taking it strong to the hoop, like a can against a break. I think the reason for that is lack of rebounding to start those breaks.
Lakers are doing a job inside, and Cheeks has been forced to shoot a lot, and he's missed it. Bob McAdoo in the ball game for the purpose of giving some offensive firepower to the Sixers. Misses, and Philadelphia still hasn't got a point.
To give him some outside shooting from that position to open it up for Moses.
Larry Spriggs with his first points of the ball game. So Philadelphia hasn't scored yet. And nearly 4 minutes gone by, and a blocked shot out of bounds, and Jake O'Donnell calls the foul from atop. He looks like he is suffering, and it really is tough inside.
When those redwood trees start moving over, and watch Kareem surround them, and Spriggs, who hurts you even on offense, forget about defense, there is Maurice Cheeks.
Trying to shake it off now.
Boy, what a grimace, huh?
20-second timeout. Now, Gukas already called a 20. So this has got to be a full timeout. Full timeout called by Philadelphia. Maurice Cheeks.
Timeout called by the 76ers.
Tended to by Al Domenico, the Philadelphia trainer, was shaken up. He'll go to the line when we return to the second. The Lakers have scored 13 consecutive points, and the Sixers have not scored in 3:53 of this third period. Maurice Cheeks, with some time to rest on the bench after being hit by Larry Spriggs, will go to the line, but L.A. has really come on. It was the right shoulder that Spriggs got, and we'll see what Maurice can do now, but L.A. has really come out on fire in the second half.
You know, Dick, they play a compact defense. They'll stay in the paint until you pull them out, and that's why McAdoo went back in that ball game to try and get from the forward position some outside shooting so they can slip the ball inside more to Moses and Charles Barkley. The Lakers are playing super defense here in the third quarter.
Well, whatever Pat Riley said at halftime, he ought to patent it and then market it to the other coaches around the league as Philadelphia finally gets on the board, and the Sixer lead is 9. Or the Laker lead, 67-58, 9 points now, but Philadelphia still doesn't have a field goal. Spriggs has not scored but 2 points, but he has really made things happen out there. 6 on the shot clock. Spriggs made it happen there, movement, and got rewarded. Got the sugar thrown to him by Magic Johnson.
Well, that was 2 big bodies setting a pick for Spriggs, Rambis, and Kareem. Magic, the great passer, found him.
Maurice Cheeks finally gives the Sixers a field goal. 4.5 minutes into this third period. That's what the Lakers have done.
I would have thought that ice pack would have cooled them off a little bit.
Double on Kareem. In the Magic. Spriggs in the lane. Knocked away by Sedale 3. 6 seconds to shoot for the Lakers. And Byron Scott in the lane gets the basket. 8 for 8 for the Lakers shooting here in the third.
They are playing very smart offense, too. They're forcing nothing. They're finding the open man, these Lakers.
Cheeks going in against Abdul-Jabbar, and Malone is there for the follow-up.
You know, Cheeks says he saw Kareem come over, just trying to get the ball off the glass somehow. He wasn't intent on scoring. He knew that Moses would be steaming in for the offensive rebound.
Malone and Cheeks with 14. Magic with 20 leads the Lakers. Kareem has 17 so far today. Goes outside on Moses Malone for his 19th point.
Moses was playing him for the right-hand hook shot on the baseline, and Kareem, with that old experience, made him pay. Went to the left.
3. Watched by Scott into Malone. And they tied him up. They'll have a jump ball. So the Lakers continue to do the job inside. And Magic Johnson is showing some emotion that normally is reserved for Charles Barkley. And here's Perry Moss, the 4th guard, coming into the ball game for the first time as you look at the perfect shooting for the Lakers in this third period.
Wow.
Perry Moss, of course, originally with the Celtics, played with the Bullets. His forte is defense.
Remember what you said at the beginning of the game? Pat Riley wanted the Lakers to go through all their options on their plays. That's what they're doing here in this third quarter, to find those good shots, not taking the first opening.
Personal foul, Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson with the personal foul, and that will send Charles Barkley to the line. What's it like for a coach who has a championship team and all of a sudden you run into some trouble in a slump, which all coaches do at some time?
You know, particularly when you're a champion, Dick, it's very, very difficult. You don't know whether to put your foot on the pedal with more drills to try and shake them out of it, or take your foot off the pedal and let their heads get an emotional relief. You know, defending the title is more emotion than anything else. And I think Riley's been in a quandary as which approach to take.
Under 6 minutes to go in the third period. Great pass from Kareem. Goaltending against Barkley, and Magic Johnson gets the basket. Remember what Magic said, is it's up to the 12 men not to talk about it any more than to do it, and that's what the Lakers have done here in the second half.
Well, there was no smile on his face when he came into this building today.
They're going to call the block on Rambis, to the delight of the crowd.
Laker personal foul, Kurt Rambis.
A little nice pass inside, and Freed loses Magic, but Kareem doesn't lose him. Has a wide open pass, a little goaltending by Barkley. I think the Sixers ought to try to get Barkley into this game a little bit.
4 fouls on Rambis. Sedale 3. 10 points for Sedale 3.
This ought to be the time for Charles Barkley to start to take over. Get on the boards, get him the ball a little bit. Let's see what he can do.
10-point lead for the Lakers, who will bring in Maurice Lucas at the next break. Guarding Byron Scott. 4 on the shot clock. Rambis is wide open. And McAdoo gets the key rebound for the Sixers, who are trying to cut it to 8. Sedale 3. Tipped up. Barkley never quits in there. And here come the Lakers, who missed their first shot last time down. And a 3-point possibility for Magic Johnson, who gets the basket and is fouled. And 24 for Magic Johnson with a superb offensive display today.
Here's a fast break off a missed shot. A nice tip by Barkley, but look how quickly they convert. You count on beating the big men in the opposition. Look at Barkley and McAdoo trailing. That leaves an awful lot of room for those other people of the Lakers, particularly that time it was Spriggs, to make a hoop.
3-point play by Magic. Barkley committed the foul, only his second, and 25 for Irvin Johnson. Gambling is Spriggs for the steal. Here goes Barkley. Watch out.
Get him the ball. Get him the ball. Get him the ball.
Barkley has 11 points and 9 rebounds. Magic over McAdoo. And he gets that one, and all the rolls are going for number 32 in the purple jersey today. 27 for Magic Johnson. And the Lakers are up by 13. He's 5 for 5 this period. And a whistle, and Jake O'Donnell is warning Maurice Lucas.
Lucas got a little mad, Dick. Barkley banged him on purpose, and Lucas lost his temper. He took it out on McAdoo.
And they shook hands there. No hard feelings, says Lucas. Made his living as an enforcer in his career. McAdoo doesn't drop. Now the Lakers trying to open it up to a 15-point lead with 4:08 to go in the third period. And a 3-second violation against Los Angeles. And the crowd on its feet now, turned up a notch to see whether the Sixers can make their move here in the waning moments of the third period.
They got to find a hot hand right now. I think the guy is Barkley.
McAdoo is looking for Charles. No one picks him up. There goes Barkley. No basket. Traveling. The fans here think Charles Barkley can do no wrong. Timeout.
Here's Barkley. They couldn't get the ball so he could isolate. He tries to go back in the middle and has did an extra step, but when he puts it on the floor and has an angle on his man, he catches you on his back. You can't get back at him, and he can power that ball through. He's a one-step dribble drive man that can stuff it, man. That's power.
Well, we got NCAA basketball coming up next, and taking a look at the Big East standings. Syracuse with a 1.5 game lead over St. John's. Georgetown in the fight. And coming up next from the Carrier Dome in Syracuse, more than 30,000 fans will be on hand for the Georgetown-Syracuse battle. The first game of the year was won by Georgetown in a tough battle at the Capitol Center, and now let's see if Syracuse can gain revenge. Coming up next on CBS Sports.
You know, this team here, a championship team, as soon as they suffer a few injuries, the other teams act like jackals. They want to pick your bones. They're going to go out and really pick up the pace a notch. They're figuring, hey, the average person doesn't understand that the Lakers are on demand. It's a big win for us. So they're facing all kinds of severe challenges, this Laker team. Now that they're on the road without James Worthy, it's going to take an awful lot of effort by Kareem and Magic to pull them out of the doldrums.
Right now, let's go over to Pat O'Brien with a special guest. Pat?
Our special guest is Billy Cunningham. He's getting a round of applause here. You're doing some broadcasting now. Do you like watching and not coaching?
Oh, it's a lot easier. You know, right now, Matty Gukas is trying to figure out how to get the team going right now, the 76ers. But I have enjoyed doing the ACC games.
How do the Sixers look to you?
They look good. I think one thing that right now they're going through a transition period with Andrew Toney trying to come back now having problems, and McAdoo trying to fit into the system. So they will struggle until they get everything ironed out.
You miss it?
No.
Back to you, Dick.
Thank you, gentlemen. And, of course, Andrew Toney, who had stress fractures in both feet and bone chips, came back and played 2 games and now is hurting again, and his doctor is coming up from New Orleans to take a look at it tomorrow. So there's a lot of questions hanging over the return of Andrew Toney, who the Sixers sorely need in their backcourt. And they could use him right at this moment. Lucas facing Barkley. Steals the ball. Quickness by Barkley. Almost overran the ball. In fact, he did. 3.5 to go in the third period. 13-point lead, and Philadelphia trying to knock it down. Barkley will go to the line.
If he can catch the ball, if they can make good passes to Barkley, he's agile enough to even slither through a double team and perhaps pick up the foul. So that's the man I'd be going at.
4 fouls, Tommy, on Magic Johnson, who has been the bellwether for the Lakers today with 27 points, and he'll sit down, and Michael Cooper will replace him in the Laker lineup. Philadelphia has not gone to their bench much, and we haven't seen Clement Johnson at all in the second half.
Well, that might be the effect of that concussion he had, but that's a serious thing against the fast break ball club. When they're not using your bench like Pat Riley is doing right now by putting in guys like Ace Green, you perhaps are building up a fatigue factor that the Lakers can take advantage of their fast break.
11-point lead. 3:15 to go. Pat Riley hopes that the Lakers can survive with their bench and Kareem in there now in the final minutes of this period. Double team on Abdul-Jabbar. Scott, and a 3-second violation. So the Lakers are trying to work the ball around, as you mentioned, Tommy. Get that extra pass in there. Maybe a little extra pass. Too much.
That was good defense that time by the Sixers. Made him move the ball 2-3 times.
McAdoo and Kareem. Kareem winds up with it. McAdoo slaps at it and will commit the foul. McAdoo with the personal foul.
Boy, the Sixer offense is just sputtering something fierce. They have not been able to find a guy to get the job done. Barkley, I think, could do it.
Bryant 13. Cheeks stole the ball. McAdoo fills the lane. And McAdoo with 4 points in the ball game. Maybe Barkley or McAdoo. And the Lakers want a timeout. 20-second timeout by Pat Riley.
Be aggressive on the defense. Mo Cheeks up and at you. Great hands. Takes it away. And I'll tell you, Barry Moss in there at this point in the ball game is going to help them too if they want to go in and press. When you press and come up with some seals, it's easy baskets. That's what the Sixers have to do right now. Defense and easy hoops.
At the conclusion of the game, Tom and I will select the Miller Lite Most Valuable Player of the Game, and in conjunction with the award, Miller Lite will present a check for $1,000 to the National Multiple Sclerosis Foundation in that player's name. The foul story right now, no one has more than 4, but the Lakers have Magic with 4 and the Sixers with Irving, and we'll be watching that.
Magic was a factor in containing Moses Malone. He was playing free safety like Bird does.
Kareem. And Barkley, the rebound. He has 10 rebounds, and he's gone the express route. He can bring him back, can he?
Well, there's a rebound, and when you can push it up the court like this, here's the Century Limited coming down the track, gang. Get out of the way.
AC Green with the foul, and Barkley could not make the three-point play, and Perry Moss commits the loose ball foul on the rebound.
You think he's not emotional? Watch this. Whoop-de-doo, gang. I did it.
He's emotional when he does something right, and he gets on himself when he does something wrong. It's all part of the game, and he was doing it since he was a kid. 2 minutes to go in the third period. 7-point lead for the Lakers. Scott will get another chance. And Scott looking at Barkley, who helps him up, and Barkley wanted to make sure that Byron was not going to get an easy layup on that play. Barkley's third foul.
He is the guy that they have looked for. Used to be Dr. J. Dr. J used to pick this team up, put it on his shoulders, and make it happen. It's now Barkley. Let's see if he can do it.
Scott. Scott makes his free throw. It'll be a 9-point lead, and the Sixers, who found themselves down by as many as 13 and did not get a field goal until 4.5 minutes were gone in this third period. Question is, as you mentioned, how fatigued are they? Because Moses Malone has played a lot of minutes, will end up playing well over 40 in this game. 9-point lead. AC Green on Barkley. McAdoo finds Cheeks. Came oh so close to dropping through, and Maurice will go to the line with a little help from his friend.
That was a heck of a pass that time by Bob McAdoo to catch the cutout. Cheeks, he only had a half a step on his man.
Maurice Cheeks at the line, 2 shots.
Barkley does everything. Get up, my friend. I want the ball the next time up the court.
What an infectious spirit Charles Barkley is. Kareem, by the way, with his third personal foul. And Maurice Cheeks, really an outstanding free throw shooter. He has 14 points in the ball game. 4 for 6 from the free throw line, and a chance for the Sixers to come closer. Instead, it's still 82-73 with less than a minute and a half to go in the third. Lucas says can't find anyone, takes it himself, misses, and Malone. Oh, Perry Moss with a short baseline jumper. Out of the CBA and the Bullets and the Celtics, Perry Moss, who was drafted by Boston, never really played with them.
Hey, he's got a body and a half, Perry Moss, and he's starting to assert himself.
So is Kareem, who travels though.
Perry Moss, more and more for this ball club, is feeling his role and starting to shoot a little bit more. And good defense back there with Cheeks, a guy that can press as well as Maurice Cheeks in the backcourt.
Sixers are on an 8-2 run. It's been a game of streaks, really, when you look at it to this point. 7 on the shot clock. Perry Moss with Cooper on him. Better get rid of it. Cooper's not going to leave him. Cheeks for 3. And Barkley loses it to Cooper with 31 seconds to go. And a 7-point Laker lead. Cooper will slow it up. 15 on the shot clock. AC Green posting up McAdoo. And gets the roll with 13 seconds to go.
Well, McAdoo just gave up position A on AC Green. Couldn't help but score down that low.
Moss gets Cooper in the air. Off of the Lakers. Malone trying to fight for the loose ball. 4 seconds remaining in this third period. McAdoo blocked inside. Malone, no, it will not count, and neither will the tip in. And that is the end of the third period with the score. The Lakers 84, the 76ers 75. And we'll return after this. Ran off 13-2 run and had an 8-point lead at the end of the first period. Then the Lakers, with a 17-6 bulge, narrowed the margin to 2 points at the half. But then the Lakers, with 13 points to start the third period, held on and have a 9-point lead after 3. And what could be so important now, looking at past history, is the fact that the Lakers are 33-0 when they have the lead after 3 periods. And they have the lead now by 9.
They'll play some uptight defense now, the Sixers.
Several times the Sixers could have cut it to 5. Cooper, Scott, 1 second, and the buzzer goes off. So now the Lakers, who are really working the ball around, did not get the shot off, and they're really taking a lot of time. But basically, you've got to be happier than they've been.
Lucas could have taken a shot, but he turned it down. I don't think he knew how much time was left on the clock.
Malone is doubled by Kupchak, who makes play out to McAdoo. Lucas just tears the ball away from everyone. 5 rebounds for Lucas, who is the Lakers' leading rebounder on the season. Green was left untouched inside, and that was McAdoo's man.
Well, the big guys break down defensively against the fast break. And here comes Clem Johnson about to report in.
He played 4 minutes in the first half. He's a backup center. Malone with a rare jumper. And it's again 9 points for the Lakers. They're leading early here. McAdoo is on Green inside. Lucas. Kupchak. Last touch by Philadelphia. Kupchak wisely and avoided the ball.
Barkley does not block Lucas on this play. And there you see Lucas pull it down. What a rebound. It's mine.
And Kupchak and Jones go sprawling. And the foul is called against A.C. Green. Clement Johnson. Clement Johnson with the foul.
And he doesn't like it. There are a few elbows flying here. Watch Clem Johnson. Everybody's going down. Bodies hitting the floor. I think they want the ball.
3 fouls on Clement Johnson. Inside to Kupchak with the turnaround. And Cheeks will try to run it for Philadelphia.
If they're going to make a run, it's got to be now.
And Cheeks going in was trying to dish off to Bobby Jones. And it was fouled.
This is the least effective offensive unit on the court for the Lakers. Here comes Magic Johnson with his 4 fouls to try and put a little bit of offense on the court for the Lakers. Dr. J right now might not be a bad guy to get in there and see if he could do something taking it to the hoop.
Scott goes out of the game. He has scored 16 points. Back in his starting role. Barkley going strong to the hoop.
Why, A.C. Green showed him to the middle, expecting help, but nobody got in the way of the freight train.
No one wants to. Lucas on top, looking inside for Green. Has Kupchak. Lucas. And Maurice Lucas misses again, and there's A.C. Green. And the Lakers, with a tremendous display of offensive rebounding, get the basket. And keep in mind, Kareem has had a chance to get a lot of rest now. And it's 88-79 with 9:20 to go in the fourth. Bobby Jones and Lucas pushing. And it's on Lucas. And here comes the doctor.
Run away, Barkley. You see A.C. Green say, go to the middle, somebody will help me. But even Kupchak, the wide body, says, don't hit me in the face, please.
Kupchak is a wide body with 35-inch waist.
I know. Marty told me that, our statistician. It's Fred Kupchak. What?
Well, a 35-inch waist is
it's still a wide body, shoulders down. You know, you can have a slender waist, but those shoulders mean something.
The Lakers look at him as a wide body, to be sure.
I know.
88-81 in favor of the Lakers, and the Sixers, as you mentioned, trying to make their run and have to make their run right now. 9:11 to go.
Pat Riley has got Magic back in the game to make things hum a little bit as they had trouble even finding a good shot.
Lucas missing. Doctor in the game. Gets the rebound. 3-on-2. Philadelphia. Cheeks against Magic. And the basket is good. Goaltending called against Magic Johnson.
And I think Cheeks sprained his ankle. He's grimacing out at half court right now.
It went in anyway. Basket is good, and it's now a 5-point Laker lead. And the crowd urging the Sixers to clamp that defense. Lakers have been slumping lately. 9-8 in their last 17 games as Clement Johnson rejects it into the crowd. And this is the crucial time, and that's why Kareem Abdul-Jabbar goes in for Kupchak. So Pat Riley goes with his big guy, and we have a timeout. 8-5 with 8:36 to go, and it would only take a guy who had played and coached so many years in the NBA as Tommy Heinsohn to aptly describe what it's like at this time of the year in the NBA season.
You hate your teammates. You hate getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Your roommate doesn't change his socks, and all of a sudden you just hate everything. And it's what we used to call rubber room time. Gene Conley used to say there ought to be a rubber room, padded, and a rack of baseball bats. Let's all go in there, turn out the lights, pick up a bat, and start swinging. That's the only way we can get rid of this frustration.
How do you get out of the rubber room?
Bleeding sometimes. I'll tell you, that's what's going on this point of the season, though. Very, very difficult emotionally, particularly for the Lakers right now, who are trying to push through like in a marathon up Heartbreak Hill, push through the pain of injuries and the frustration of disunity, and come up with a win.
Kareem is in the game, immediately gets the ball. This is the shot. Bobby Jones can bring the Sixers to within 3 points. You're right, Philadelphia made the move when they had to make the move. The question is, can they finish it off here?
I thought Perry Moss and Cheeks did outstanding defensive jobs in that backcourt.
Barkley against Lucas, double with Cooper, out to Cheeks, 8 on the shot clock. Here's Charles Barkley. Kareem gets the rebound.
When he gets the ball, too many people are standing around, though, allowing the defense to key on his one-on-one.
Inside, Abdul-Jabbar. And Barkley in double figures, 12 rebounds to Bobby Jones. The Lakers. Magic, who has not scored in the fourth period yet. And a turnover discontinue against the Lakers, and the Sixers have a chance to cut the lead to 1. And more problems for Pat Riley right now.
They have not been able to get their offense on track the last couple of minutes. Find a man. Kareem has missed a couple of his specialties, the hook.
Rambis with 4 fouls, back in the game for Muscle.
And maybe to try and stop Charles Barkley.
Julius against Magic, 2 of the greats.
Magic's mobility limited with that knee injury. Dr. J thinks he can get around him.
Barkley has to be separated by Dick Bavetta from Kurt Rambis. And Jake O'Donnell. And Matty Gukas is on the floor. And now Clement Johnson puts his 2 cents in, and Rambis is still going at it.
When you have all this banging underneath the basket like that, watch it. Let's see what happens. There's a little push by Rambis, and Barkley says, hey, you can't do that. And Rambis says, oh, yes, I can. He drops the ball to prove it.
L.A. led 80-67 with 4.5 left in the third. Since then, Philadelphia has outscored L.A. by 12. Kareem gets the points, and 21 for Abdul-Jabbar with under 7 minutes to go.
And Moses has had a long rest on the bench.
For him.
Yep, and about to come back into this ballgame.
As will Byron Stott for the Lakers. Julius Erving working baseline, now trapped. Barkley inside, feeds Clement Johnson, blocked by Kareem. 3 seconds on the clock, and Maurice Cheeks buries it. He just got it off before the 24-second clock expired. Kareem inside, got great position.
Clement Johnson did not fight him 1 inch for that low post position that time. There's the man that will, Dick. Moses sitting on the sideline.
Cheeks. Barkley on the other end. Basket count.
Got fouled too, Dick. Didn't call it.
Cooper for another three-pointer. He's hit 2 today. And Philadelphia can take the lead if they get a basket.
Thank you, Charles Barkley.
Julius. Barkley. A foul.
Here comes Dr. J, puts a one-on-one move on Cooper, the smaller play. They cut him off at the pass, but look at Barkley spread out and put it up strong. Gets the foul, and I love it.
Here forward Charles Barkley, who has 4 offensive rebounds in this comeback stretch for Philadelphia. And Tommy, he's been in double figures in points and rebounds 17 of the last 21 games.
You know, he has, they used to measure him by his frustration quotient. When he played poor defense, he really get frustrated. I think Manny Gukas had a big hand in calming this guy down a little bit so that he can make real solid contributions.
Sixers can take the lead for the first time since halftime, when they were outscored 13-0 in the third period. So Philadelphia has come back 93-92. 5.5 remaining in the fourth. They're going to go to Kareem. Magic's got to figure more in the offense. He had 27 points.
All right, look at Moses lean on Kareem.
Scott. Byron Scott with 18.
They doubled down too quickly that time, just as Kareem caught the ball, and Scott was wide open at the foul line.
Lakers having their problems shooting. They shot 58%, the Lakers, through the first 3, and now they're under 40. Malone. Moses Malone, sooner or later, in the long haul will wear you down.
Did he get great position on Kareem that time?
They're going to go right back. Knocked away by Moses. The Lakers have it. Traveling against L.A.
Look at Moses leaning on him, pushing him out that extra foot, and a poor pass to the inside. That's the wrong side to make the pass on.
Sixers by 1. That much time remaining in the fourth. Bobby Jones from Julius Erving.
What a pick Moses put on Magic Johnson.
A familiar combination for Philadelphia over the years. Magic thought he was fouled. 5-on-3, Philadelphia. And here come the Lakers, and they make it an easy basket. But Charles Barkley makes a block. No such thing as an easy basket.
Oh, Charles Barkley. Wow. I mean, he comes from out of nowhere here. Magic certainly felt he had an easy hoop, but no way.
He will not concede a thing. 4:14 remaining in the fourth period. Lee has been on exhibit all afternoon, and he told us where it all started before the game.
I basically did that all my life, because I don't believe in suppressing anything and holding it in. But like I say, usually when I do something, it's for a purpose. If I'm happy, you know, and everything's going well, I'm usually excited for everybody and myself. But usually when I get disgusted or do something what most people consider bad, I'm trying to get myself going because I'm frustrated.
When you just pay to go see him play every game, I mean, this guy is the most entertaining player in the league and also gives you double figures in points and rebounds.
I'll tell you, that defensive play that he just made on Magic Johnson is the stuff of which most valuable players are made of.
4:13 to go. No changes in the lineup. Magic off balance. Rambis trying to get it up there. And here comes Philadelphia with a 3-point lead. Dr. J. Blocked by Cooper. Rambis to Magic. Oh, Magic. And a foul. Barkley was with him all the way. Cooper made a fine defensive play at one end.
Well, here's Dr. J getting angled off, and he really should have laid it back. He tries to make a pass, but there is Cooper knocking it off. What a leap by Cooper. And I'll tell you this, two teams in the last 4 minutes of a ball game, fast breaking like this, they're counting on trying to capitalize on the fatigue factor of each club. The big guy's not running.
Cheeks committed the foul, and the Sixer lead is 1 with under 4 minutes to play. Leading scorers of Magic for the Lakers and Barkley for Philadelphia.
Yeah, Barkley has gotten back twice. They got great defense against that break.
Inside to Moses. Fights his way in, out of bounds. LA has it. 3:33 to go. Philadelphia with a 1-point lead. Lakers looking to regain it. Cooper the steadying influence right now. Kareem and Moses muscling their way close. Bobby Jones trying to help out. Knocks the ball away into the hands of Moses Malone. Malone. Foul. But it was Bobby Jones who forced the turnover at the other end.
On foul stick. No layup. Putting Moses to the line. Here's great defense by Moses. Watch Bobby Jones come over, confuses Kareem a little bit, and Moses picks it up, and off he goes.
Rambis with 5 fouls now, and Malone on the line. 98-96, Philadelphia. In their previous meeting, don't forget, the Lakers without Magic and Kupchak won by 34 points in L.A. A different story now, and the Lakers, who've been struggling without Worthy, and 9 wins in their last 17, trying to get a big one here. Moses Malone on his steal. On a bad pass to Kareem.
That was a super defensive play that time by Moses. Just never let Kareem feel him.
Malone. Barkley with another rebound. 10 offensive boards. And Moses Malone is fouled.
I tell you, Moses, watch this defense right here now. Moses does not let Kareem feel him and slips right over the top for the pickoff.
It was a bad pass, though. He kind of lofted it too much, but Moses did make a good play.
Oh, a big guy like Moses to get his feet moving like that at such a key point in the ball game. That's a heck of a gamble. Smart play by Moses.
Kareem has 5 fouls. So Pat Riley, with the Lakers trailing by 4, calls a timeout. The Spectrum is the game going down to the wire at the Carrier Dome in Syracuse. They're getting ready for college basketball excitement as Georgetown faces Syracuse in a Big East battle. There's Dwayne Pearl Washington, and the Orangemen, who lost the previous meeting to the Hoyas, will be going at it. Over 30,000 fans expected at the Carrier Dome as Georgetown meets Syracuse next on CBS Sports. Here's our story with 2:41 remaining. Philadelphia with a 4-point lead. Each team has 2 timeouts remaining. And Tommy, with Moses and Barkley, the boards down the stretch may be the key for Philadelphia to hold this lead.
They're bringing Lucas in, the Lakers, hoping to even that rebounding edge off. They're using Michael Cooper as the forward also, so they're giving up a little height to the Sixers right now. The Sixers hope to give the Lakers only 1 shot and control the rebound on the misses.
Philadelphia has gone on the line 30 times today. Malone misses a free throw, and so L.A. trailing by 4. Julius is on Magic. Cooper looking for Kareem, but Moses Malone trying to deny him. They're playing him one-on-one. And Kareem will go to the line to shoot.
I'll tell you, that was some crafty move by Kareem. Moses was playing him to shoot the hook shot on the baseline. Watch Kareem now, sees that Moses is on his left shoulder, forces him to the middle, gets some help from Dr. J, but they end up with a foul. Smart move by Kareem.
You know, Tommy, with all the centers in the league, and a lot of them having foot and leg injuries, only once in the last 8 years have Kareem Can Moses Malone miss more than 4 games in a season? That's phenomenal. 1 out of 2 for Abdul-Jabbar, and it's 197 Philadelphia.
This is a must situation right here for the Sixers to get a good shot at least. Maybe not make it, but to get a good shot.
Julius against Cooper, moving outside is Malone. 8 on the shot clock. Big basket for Moses Malone.
I'll tell you, Lucas and Barkley are just knocking each other to the floor.
23 for Malone. He's now the leading scorer for Philadelphia. 9 of them this period. Magic. And Cheeks the rebound with 1:42 to go. 5-point lead for Philadelphia. Barkley trying to keep it going, and here comes Magic on the break. Sixers back defensively, however. Try to force a pass. Scott. And Kareem will shoot as he tried to stuff it through, and Barkley pleads his case to Dick Bavetta.
Dick, I will tell you, the last 2 trips up the court by the Lakers, the Sixers had played terrific defense. And here's no fear whatsoever by Charles Barkley. Look at him go up, figuring most guys would figure Kareem's going to stuff me and the ball in, not Charles Barkley.
Kareem has 25 points and a season's high right on the right there. 7 block shots. Leading scorers Magic Johnson with 29 and Kareem with the free throws, and it's a 3-point lead again for Philadelphia. Barkley trying to get position on Lucas. And a high pass and a push from behind against Maurice Lucas. And Barkley will go to the line and shoot a pair.
You know, a low post play that time by Barkley. If he could have gotten the ball, Lucas does not have good lateral mobility. If they can get the ball to Barkley in the low post, he's going to be able to glide by Lucas.
7 for 9 from the line is Charles Barkley. He now has missed 3.
And of course, Charles, you got to make those foul shots when they count too.
1:13 remaining. Barkley, normally a 70% free throw shooter. And that's what he's doing right now. 7 out of 10. Hits this one. 103.99 and a turnover. Big one. Costly one against the Lakers. And now Philadelphia with 112. If they can convert here, Tommy, they could be in the driver's seat.
Well, they'll work the clock down a little bit, but they shouldn't work it down so that they pass up a good shot, however.
Keep in mind, Cooper's on the floor for the Lakers, and he's already hit 2 3-point shots. One of the league's leaders. Cheeks misses. Cooper the rebound. 1 minute to go. Lakers down by 4. Timeout Story. Magic to Lucas. Basket is good. And a foul. And a big play, but it was Magic's pass to Maurice Lucas.
I'll tell you, now, Dr. J is guarding Magic Johnson, which is a tough assignment for most guards, let alone forward. And he just gave him a little head fake and slithered right by. Made a nice setup for the potential 3-point play for Lucas.
And he's got it. 3-point play, and it's a 1-point lead for Philadelphia in a timeout. 53 seconds to go, and Philadelphia is left with only 1. Philadelphia leads L.A. by 1. L.A., what are they going to do now?
Well, it's Philadelphia's ball, Dick, and it goes into the low post. I would think either Barkley or Moses, but try and work the clock down a little bit to get that good shot. After that turnover by the Lakers, Cheeks did not really move the club and took a bad shot himself. I think right now the Lakers have to play and concentrate on stopping the low post game of the Sixers. I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see Barkley be the guy that gets the ball.
And they always have a guy named Moses. That doesn't work. 12 on the shot clock. Bobby Jones to Moses Malone. Gets the basket, and a big one with 35 seconds remaining.
They were playing it to Barkley. The Lakers defense overcommitted, and it allowed Moses to sneak in.
11 for Malone here in the final period. 14 on the 24-second clock. Blocked by Moses. Kareem Inside the Magic, who gets the basket. Good thinking by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And now Philadelphia does not have to take a shot. They can run out the clock. And Magic commits the foul on Charles Barkley. And if Philadelphia goes on and holds that lead, Charles Barkley would be our most valuable player. 22 points right now and 16 rebounds, and an electrifying effort today.
I'll tell you, he has asserted himself as he's been doing for the last couple of months. Just physically dominating the game and personally dominating the game with his personality.
And Miller Lite is proud to present a check for $1,000 to the National Multiple Sclerosis Foundation on behalf of that man, Charles Barkley. Timeout is called by LA. They have one timeout left, so do the Sixers, and it's a 106-104 game. Philadelphia leading with 11 seconds to go. Don't forget, coming up next, Georgetown and Syracuse in a critical Big East battle on CBS. Michael Jackson, Wayne Pearl, Washington. Right now, we got to thank some people who have helped bring you NBA basketball. Executive producer Ted Shaker and our producer Mike Burks. Sandy Grossman, our director. Outstanding work by all of them as usual. At the Half, produced by Bob Monsbach, Eric Mann, Richie Zion, and the rest. Technical people, production people, and of course our statistician, Marty Aronoff, who measured Mitch Kupchak's waist and said it was 35 inches, and he's not a wide body, but we know better, don't we?
Well, there's still 11 seconds left in this ball game.
What an outstanding game. And of course, if Philadelphia goes on and wins and holds their lead, it'll be the first time that the Lakers have lost this year after having the lead after 3 periods. They were 33-0 when they had the lead after 3 periods, and this would be their first loss, and also would be only the second time this year the Lakers will have lost back-to-back games. They lost to the Nets on Friday night, but that's if Philadelphia holds their lead. And with a 2-point lead in 11 seconds, so many things have happened, as you know.
Well, they have a good outside shooting team, the Lakers, and they also have Mr. Set Offense, Kareem, inside. So it depends on how the Sixers are going to play the defense. Do they think Kareem's going to get it, or what?
And don't forget, Cooper is 40% from the three-point area this year.
Barkley still has one more free throw.
And they may be forced to go with Cooper. Cooper already has hit 2 3-pointers today. This is a big free throw. That would dictate what the Lakers must do if he makes it.
But I think the Lakers have broken through this problem area. They got some people really involved in this game today.
Final seconds, they're going to look for Cooper. Bobby Jones knows it. Magic Johnson hits the 3-pointer with 5 seconds to go after Michael Cooper was covered by Bobby Jones. Here's a guy who has not been 100% coming back from an injured knee, and Earvin Magic Johnson with a season-high 34 points with this shot.
Pat Riley worked very hard with all his guards in their outside shooting, and Magic, he's going to take it when he's got it, and that is a go-to guy. Look at that face-on Magic. He wanted that one.
You know, L.A., I think it's intent on making it 34-0 with a lead after 3 periods. But with 5 seconds to go, tied at 107 on Magic Johnson's bomb. You talked about Barkley before. Malone has been a hero inside. Do they go the same way, Philadelphia, now?
They may just give it to Dr. J and let him take it to the hoop, hoping to get fouled, perhaps. I think everybody in the building expects it to go to either Moses or Barkley. And Dr. J can make something happen and might be the alternative guy that they would go to in this situation as sort of a surprise player to go to.
Interesting, as we named Charles Barkley as our game most valuable player, if the Lakers pull this game out some way, there would be a lot of people saying, what about Earvin Magic Johnson? And basically, Magic Johnson could also be either a co-MVP with Barkley or the MVP. You almost would have to give it to the man who's part of the winning team. And I think that Magic would be the man if the Lakers win. And we've already said Barkley if Philadelphia wins, but right now we have a tie.
Magic, they have to play some good defense right now. They're not really adept at getting out and playing people and gambling. Particularly Magic doesn't have that foot movement. I'm kind of interested to see who comes out of the huddle right now for the Lakers defensively.
You know, this is where we had that great game from Magic Johnson when the Lakers won the title in 1980. With Kareem on the bench, Magic scored 42 points and had 15 rebounds. So he has delivered in the clutch here at the Spectrum. 5 seconds to go, and Bobby Jones will inbound. Barkley. Overtime at 1:07. A 5-minute overtime will follow, and the Lakers still very much alive. Here's what happened.
They try to get all their three-point shooters, but somebody quite didn't get out at Magic fast enough because they're afraid he'd penetrate. They let him get that shot off, and they paid the price for it. There's Dr. J, who had got beaten on a drive previously, not wanting to get too close to Magic, knowing that the middle was going to be open, and therefore Magic was permitted to take the outside shot more than anything else and made it.
So as we go into overtime now, each team will have 3 timeouts, and there'll be a bonus on the 4th team foul. Keep in mind as well that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Magic Johnson, along with Kurt Rambis, have 5 personal fouls. The next one, they are disqualified. The Sixers are not in that much danger right now. 5-minute overtime, tied at 1:07.
I think right now that it's even Steven mentally as both clubs come out here for this overtime. Lakers feel they're a little bit lucky. The Sixers might have feel, hey, we blew it, but it's been that kind of game all the time. I think you have to go out and get about 5 points up and then still play good basketball.
They're going to toss it up again. Magic Johnson, called upon by Pat Riley for offense with James Worthy on the bench, is delivered in magnificent fashion to the tune of 34 points. It's tie. Johnson has the tip. Crowd a lot more subdued because I think they smell the Philadelphia victory. Scott from Magic. Byron Scott gives the Lakers the lead.
Boy, I'll tell you, you couldn't have played that play any better than Mo Cheeks played it. Almost stole the ball away from Scott, but Scott scored anyway.
20 points for Byron Scott. Welcome back to the starting lineup, Byron. 10 on the clock. Malone. Doubled. Trying to find the open man. Bobby Jones, and he ties it up.
Well, they're trying to protect Kareem. They're going to double Moses when he gets the ball, so somebody's going to have to hit some open shots from the outside when the Sixers get the ball.
Directing traffic is Cooper. Magic finds Kareem. Double and triple team. Misses. Barkley clears. 1 minute gone by now in the overtime. First time they met, it was a 34-point blowout for the Lakers. Malone is doubled again. Back to him. Can't get it in. And Lucas with the rebound. Lakers trying to break the tie. Both centers slow getting back up into the action.
They're hoping to get Lucas working one-on-one against Barkley.
They do. And Bobby Jones gets the rebound. And here comes the Sixers. And both big men are walking it up. This has been a long, grueling afternoon having to go at it.
I mean, big guys, they really are tired. This is part of the ball game.
Julius against Cooper. And Magic has it taken away by Barkley. He'll go after everyone and anyone at any time. 3 minutes gone, 2 minutes to go, 3 minutes to go in this overtime period. Double team on Doctor works for the Lakers. Scott. He misses the stuff shot, and it's Philadelphia ball. He missed the jam, and now Pat Riley wants the Lakers to get back into the defensive flow. So L.A. had a golden chance to take the lead, and they didn't do it.
Boy, as a coach, you sure hate to see that happen. Wide open shot, the slam missed. Oh, the layup would have helped.
Barkley finds Cheeks. Short. Scott. Magic to Cooper. Cheeks is back, though. And Scott is pushed by Bobby Jones and tripped up, and he'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
They just got their feet tangled up. It wasn't an intentional play.
He hit the floor hard on that, and you're right. It was from behind on the foot.
Cheeks just got Bobby Jones just got his feet tangled up with Byron Scott. But the last trip that the Sixers had the ball, they didn't exactly move the ball very smartly.
Matty Guokas is going to call a timeout. At the Spectrum in Philadelphia, we are in overtime because Magic Johnson hit a three-point shot with 5 seconds to go for the Los Angeles Lakers. And we are tied at 109 apiece with 2:24 remaining. Don't forget Georgetown and Syracuse and college basketball, Big East variety, coming up next on CBS. And Philadelphia just called a timeout, and this game has tied. So what are your views right now, Thomas?
I think Philadelphia has to be a little bit smarter on their offense and take what the defense gives them. If they're going to double down on Moses to protect Kareem, then they've got to find the open man. I think Moses tried to get Kareem to commit his 6th personal and took a poor shot. Then Cheeks took a couple of a poor jump shot. They've got to take what the defense gives them, use their heads a little bit more than they did the last 2 trips.
Byron Scott, 21 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists, starting for the first time in 13 games. He was the starter on their championship team, along with Magic in the backcourt last year.
I think he feels that he's back in the lineup to stay.
He's played that way today. 111-109. So Scott has all of the LA points in overtime, all 4. And they had a chance for 2 more when he missed the jam. 11 on the shot clock, double team Barkley. Bobby Jones didn't have control of it, and it's a 2-on-1 Lakers. Cooper. And the Lakers are up by 4.
Boy, that was terrific defense. Barkley knew he was getting double teamed. Magic, just as the free safety stepped in there, and Jones tried to swoop down the lane.
Cheeks. Malone outside with a big basket. Malone has 27 points. 16 on the shot clock. Alley-oop to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar from Magic Johnson.
Boy, that's a nice time to save those plays for. They catch the defense cheating, over-aggressive, and a little reverse play always pays dividends.
28 points for Kareem. Julius for 3, not this time, and Magic the rebound, and the Lakers can draw in front by 6 points now with 1:16 to go. It was Magic Johnson who sent it in overtime with a 3-point bomb. 5 seconds remaining. 9 on the shot clock. This is a big possession for the Lakers. Kareem. And Bobby Jones to Moses. Julius Erving. Moses. And finally the Lakers get control, and Philadelphia wanted to get enough of it to get a foul or a shot, and they couldn't. Now the Lakers with a 4-point lead with that much time remaining and 13 on the shot clock. Bobby Jones blocks Kareem, but Cooper drives in. Blocked by Barkley. No one's giving an inch here. 1 second on the clock. And they'll turn it over to Philadelphia. Some important block shots inside, Tommy, by both Bobby Jones and Charles Barkley. It is still a 4-point Laker lead when we come back to the Spectrum. Time for Philadelphia, down by 4 with that much time to go.
What happened with Magic with the 3-point play? Right now, the Sixers can and need to score a quick basket, and then they need to make a steal. Who comes out of this huddle right now? We might find a defensive player in there, more than an offensive player, but Moses certainly is the guy that they might go to right away to perhaps get the foul. He's mishandled a couple in this overtime that could have helped the Sixer cause. So they need a quick basket. Who can provide the quick basket? Maybe Barkley.
And then they got to get the steal. And of course, the Lakers can commit 1 foul. They have none yet in the last 2 minutes. They're underway at Syracuse, the Orangemen and the Hoyas, but the Lakers can commit one foul, and that could be enough to disrupt the team down the stretch.
And destroy the rhythm. They've got to get a shot right away. If somebody comes up and makes a foolish foul as somebody's trying to take the shot, that could also help the Sixers. And you know, it's not always so easy to inbound the ball at half court if you get all over the man that's inbounding it. And here Scott will have a height advantage over Mo Cheeks. But he's going to back off and let somebody come out to get the ball.
Cheeks, Barkley, knocked away by Lucas. Maurice Lucas knocked the ball away from Barkley, and now the Sixers really in trouble. Barkley forced to make the foul, his fifth, on Michael Cooper. And 15 seconds to go, and this could be the game that turned it around for the LA Lakers because they were facing defeat, Tommy.
Barkley made a poor play that time. He should have up-faked and taken it to the hoop.
Greek knocked away. 8 seconds to go. Cooper in no hurry. So the Lakers remain unbeaten when they have the lead after 3 and win an overtime game. That's going to go very far in straightening them out. They're going to be a foul right now. Michael Cooper was fouled and will go to the line. So this game is not over as far as the official numbers, but it is over, and it's a Laker victory. And Pat Riley and the Lakers have to feel awfully good because they snatched that one away, Tommy.
I'll tell you, Philadelphia down the stretch did not do the job offensively more than anything else, I think.
Magic Johnson with 34 points, 11 assists and 5 rebounds. A gutty victory by the Lakers, and it was Magic Johnson who hit the three-pointer that sent it in overtime and set it all up. So the final score is 117-111 for Tom Heinsohn and Pat O'Brien. This is Dick Stockton saying so long from the Spectrum. The NBA on CBS has been a presentation of CBS Sports.